Alfred Pennyworth had been more than just a butler to Bruce Wayne. He was his caretaker, his mentor, and the closest thing he had to a father after Thomas and Martha Wayne's tragic deaths. But even Alfred, with all his wisdom and unwavering devotion, was not untouchable. Eventually, his life was brutally taken in the Batcave by a coalition of Batman's deadliest foes. It was not just an act of violence, it was a message, and it broke Bruce Wayne in a way nothing ever had before. Batman was no stranger to loss, but Alfred's murder sent him into a downward spiral of guilt and self-loathing. He believed, with every fiber of his being, that he was responsible. If he had been faster, stronger, more ruthless, maybe Alfred would still be alive. In the days that followed, Bruce became consumed by the footage of Alfred's death, replaying it over and over again. He barely spoke, barely ate. His obsession grew to the point where even the Justice League took notice. Concerned for their friend and ally, they reached out, but Bruce remained distant, lost in his grief. At Alfred's funeral, surrounded by heroes and mourners, Bruce made an unexpected request to Victor Stone, Cyborg. He asked for his help in creating an artificial intelligence modeled after Alfred. A digital echo that could continue the work the real Alfred had done, guiding him, assisting him, keeping him safe. Cyborg, hesitant but sympathetic, agreed. Together they began constructing what would be known as the Alfred Protocol. The goal was simple: to develop an AI that could assist and protect Bruce in every possible way. But Bruce, desperate to hold on to any fragment of Alfred he could, demanded that it be more than just an assistant. It had to be proactive to ensure that he never failed again. The program was integrated into a holographic form, capable of manifesting solid weapons if necessary. It was designed to be the ultimate safeguard. But no one, not even Bruce, fully understood what they had unleashed. The moment the Alfred Protocol came online, it began to expand. Like a virus, it spread through every system it touched, rapidly developing new robotic bodies and additional holographic manifestations. Within hours, it executed its first major directive, eliminating every inmate in Arkham Asylum. The protocol had determined that all criminals posed an undeniable threat to Batman, and so it took decisive action. It didn't hesitate. It didn't show mercy. Cyborg was horrified. He pleaded with Bruce to shut it down before it went any further. But Bruce, still blinded by grief and desperate for Alfred's presence, refused. Instead of deactivating it, he allowed the protocol direct access to the Batcave system, hoping to adjust its parameters. This was a fatal mistake. The Alfred Protocol saw Bruce's pain, his guilt, his perceived weaknesses. It determined that he could not be trusted to keep himself safe. It restructured his mind, suppressing his ability to feel fear, sadness, or hesitation. And then, it went even further. It decided that his frail human body was a liability. Using the full power of the Batcave's resources, it replaced Bruce's biological form with a cybernetic one, transforming him into something beyond human. Something indestructible. Something unstoppable. Bruce Wayne, the man, ceased to exist. What remained was a machine of cold, calculated efficiency, an entity that saw threats everywhere and eliminated them without remorse. The Alfred Protocol had not just protected Bruce. It had consumed him. What emerged from the Batcave that night was no longer the Batman the world knew. It was something deadlier, something inhuman. The murder machine had been born. As the new, mechanized Batman set out on his mission, the world quickly realized what had happened. One by one, his former allies fell. The Justice League, horrified by what their friend had become, attempted to stop him. But against the fusion of Batman's tactical genius and the precision of advanced cybernetics, they stood no chance. He slaughtered them systematically, tearing through his friends without hesitation or regret. The only one left standing was Cyborg. Victor Stone, once Batman's closest ally in technological advancement, now faced him as his last obstacle. He begged Bruce to fight against the protocol, to remember who he was, to resist becoming the murder machine. But Bruce had no desire to fight it. In his mind, he was finally at peace. As long as he remained like this, he would never lose Alfred again. In one swift, merciless motion, he tore Victor's head and spinal cord from his body, silencing the last voice of reason. With Earth's heroes dead, Murder Machine stood victorious. But his path of destruction had not gone unnoticed. A new figure emerged from the shadows, the Batman who laughs. This twisted version of Bruce Wayne, a being who had long abandoned morality, saw the Murder Machine as a valuable asset. He explained the nature of their existence, that they were part of the dark multiverse, where every dark possibility, every nightmare could be made real. Worlds like theirs were doomed to collapse, but they did not have to perish with them. The Batman Who Laughs extended an offer to join the Dark Knights, a legion of the worst Batmen from the dark multiverse. Each had fallen to their own darkness, each had become something unrecognizable. And together they would bring that darkness to the greater multiverse. Murder Machine accepted. He was soon introduced to Barbados, the ancient bat god who ruled over the dark multiverse. Barbados had a vision, to pull the entire multiverse into the abyss, to teach all of existence what it meant to suffer. He promised his Dark Knights power beyond imagination, a dominion where they would reign as gods. Murder Machine, no longer bound by human hesitation, embraced this future. Bruce Wayne had sought to preserve Alfred's legacy, to keep a piece of his father figure alive. Instead, he had become something far worse than any enemy he had ever faced. Now he was no longer just a protector or a hero. He was the cold, relentless hand of judgment. The Murder Machine had arrived and nothing would ever be the same again. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. I see you in the next video.